Hi, this is Kurt from Larson Heating and Air Conditioning, and I have some more tips for you, especially how to change that filter to get ready for that summer season. Well, before we start working on the indoor unit, the furnace, what most people call it, we want to make sure we don't have electricity going to it. So turn it off at your thermostat, or you can do as I'm doing. I'm going to turn it off here, right here at the panel. Now once that's turned off, then you have a certain amount of security you feel you can safely work on it. On top here of this furnace unit we have the coil. Now this, of course, is the same line set that came in off the compressor outside, or the condenser unit. As a result, it goes into here, it helps cool it, the air flows up into your home. But the filter, of course, is what helps. And without the clean filter, you can have two major problems. The first, this indoor coil right here can freeze up and just become all icy. Shuts off the flow of cool air into your home. Second thing that can happen, of course, is that its dirty filter decreases the airflow, which means, of course, then the unit has to work more often to try and maintain that temperature that you like so much. Well, that increases your energy bills, or it increases having to have a repair. So either way, that little filter is one of the real keys to try and get ready for the summer season. If you have a 1-inch filter, we recommend you should change that probably about every month or so. If you have a 4-inch filter, like this particular unit does, every 3 to 4 months should be sufficient, depending upon, of course, the climate that you live in. Now, the filter could be located in different locations. This particular one is right next door to the unit, but there are some that are in the wall or even in the ceiling, and they'll have a cover over it, and you can simply remove the cover, and then you have access to the filter, and you can look at it, decide whether or not it's clean enough or it needs replacement. But don't ever leave it without a filter. That's worse than having a dirty filter, because then whatever it is goes right into that coil unit and dirties it up. So have an extra filter on hand. It's always a good idea. Now let me show you simply how to do it. You simply remove the cover, take the cover off on this particular unit, and then the filter should be able to slide out. Some slide easier than others, but this particular 4 unit, then take it up to the air. Look at the sun. Look through it. See whether or not it seems clean and clear and has plenty of space that's open. If it does, it doesn't need a replacement. If it doesn't, make sure you replace it. Then put it back in. Now, one thing you want to make sure you do, don't put a smaller filter than what's called for. That will leave that open space that simply isn't filtered. That will come right up to your coil and go right into your vents and your home. So you want to make sure you always have the proper size for the proper location. Second thing we want to do, we want to take kind of look at the flywheel. How dirty is it? That's simply done by opening up the furnace. Now remember, we have the electricity off, so it's safe to look at it and put your hand to it. The first part you see, of course, is this panel that's down here, this circuit board. Now, that's one of the more expensive parts of your furnace. Be very careful around it. Don't touch it. Try to avoid it. Check the bottom, see whether or not this is clean. You can even put your hand on the flywheel. That flywheel, this happens to be an updraft, so you can inspect the flywheel, see if there's any dirt on it. Does it need cleaning or replacement? If it is, my suggestion is call a professional. Don't try to do that yourself. But you certainly can get a vacuum and vacuum out the bottom, and that even itself will keep that dirt from going into your home. This is Kurt with helpful hints from Larson Heating and Air Conditioning. Feel free to give us a call at 801-789-7401 or look us up on the web at larsonheatingandair.com. Thanks again.